Next one we have are complementary angles. And complementary angles, this is on page 47 in your text. And their definition says, are two angles with measures that have a sum of 90 degrees. And on page 47, they give a few really good examples of what complementary angles are. They can be divided up, so maybe the angles describe, let's see if I can make that a straight line. That's what I want to do, that's a straight line. And maybe I'm told that this is a right angle right here. I also can assume that this angle over here is going to be a right angle, but maybe they don't have that square that's right there. But I can assume that this angle right here, 7 and 8, that they would add up to 90 degrees because I am told that this is an intersecting 90 degree angle. So 8 and 7 would be examples of complementary angles in this case. Also, they don't have to be adjacent to each other. You could have just an angle out here, angle 8, and another one, angle 7 out here, just in kind of random spots. But if you're told that this is 50 degrees and this one is 40 degrees, if they still add up to 90 degrees, they're still considered a complementary angle. Okay, the next one we're going to go to talk about supplementary angles. And supplementary angles they are very similar to complementary angles. So this is on page 47 in your text, and they give a couple examples of supplementary angles. They're really close to linear pairs. In fact, remember that all linear pairs are supplementary angles. But supplementary angles can also, just like complementary angles, they can appear separate from each other. So if I had an angle right out here that was 100 degrees, it could be paired with an angle over here that's 80 degrees, and these two would be supplementary angles. So as long as supplementary angles are two angles with measures that have a sum of 180 degrees, they fulfill the requirement. They can also always be linear pairs as well, because these two angles add up to be 180 degrees. They would also be supplementary angles. Okay. And the last vocabulary term that I want to go over is perpendicular. Line segments or rays that form right angles are going to be perpendicular. And that definition is found at the bottom of page 48 for perpendicular. Perpendicular, it has to have some sort of intersection. And we know things are perpendicular from certain figures. If they are given that right angle measurement, that means that that angle is going to be perpendicular. But also, if it was a line that went all the way through here, I know that this is 90 degrees and this is a straight line that appears. So if you ever have this happen, all of these are going to be 90 degree angles, not just this one that is shown up. The one that is adjacent to it and vertical to it are all going to be perpendicular to each other. And that'll help you out in solving any complementary angle questions. You're looking for right angles, and I think that should be about it.